Well, hello there, my friends. Today we're going to be playing the Battle of Petralia as the Italians. As you can see, the force balance is heavily on the American side. This is a tough fight. This is also post-update 1.0. I might actually do a separate video just about that update because it changes a lot of stuff in the game. Now, the cool thing here is we actually get to use the Italian Sommovente tank. I'm not sure how effective it is. We've also got a Cannone de 47. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Cannone in. And I think I'm also going to get these 45 mortars. These are definitely not really equipment that I've used before, let's say. So let's see here. Thinking we can put the mortar in, but who do we have to take out to put the mortar in? Maybe a Fucileri MG, one MG squad. Let's take... I hate to do this, but we'll take one MG squad out and just put one mortar in. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I get it. Now, actually, the mortar is one of the support units, so we got to take out the Breda and put the mortar in. All right, let's try this, guys. I hope this works. I'm not sure how difficult this battle's going to be, but of course, my goal as the Italians is just to hold until relieved by the Germans as best as I can. Let's take a look here at the situation. All right, the elbow seems to be the center of the map here. We've got, of course, Fruteto over there. We want to try to take it if we can, of course. And over here on the right side, we've got the Rough Rider farm. I think this place is going to be very important, the Rough Rider farm. I'm going to try to get our guys into it immediately. Obviously, the enemy's going to advance from there, so we want to try and get some nice machine gun positions. Let's fast move these guys, put them in there. We've got another Fucileri MG right here, another machine gun unit. I'm going to fast move him there. And pretty much, yeah, just try and take advantage of these positions. I'm even going to bring in some infantry, primarily just to assist in holding the position. Like, excuse me, guys, if the area gets charged by the enemy, these guys can actually delay the enemy units while our machine guns continue to provide covering fire. As for the center, I think we can pretty much just run up there and take it, but I'm not going to do that. That seems a little too obvious. Let's grab the Fucileri MG over here, fast move them kind of over there on the rocks, so we keep an eye on that position. I'll also put a Fucileri unit here, a machine gun unit. They're all Fucileri, so let's be honest. We don't have any actual special troops here. These are standard Italian army. No, I'm not going to move that tank. I really don't know if the enemy's got any armor. I'm guessing they probably do with that force balance. So I want to be very, very careful with moving any armor. And we'll put these guys over here by the elbow as well. Although I'll try to get them to quickly take cover in that area. I'm not sure how many men I want to commit here. We've got that cannon as well. Take this machine gun unit and we will push them forward with the other machine gun unit. Pretty much just take position across from Fruteto. I don't know if we actually want to take Fruteto yet. Immediately, of course. I mean, obviously we want to take it. So this is a little risky with that unit. And the sniper would go great in one of these buildings. But for now, I'm going to take the sniper. I'm going to keep him up here to try to provide some covering fire. And we still have plenty of units back here. If we look, we've got our mortars. We've got the Comando Platoni, the command platoon, and also a group of Fucileri standard infantry right here. So I'm going to keep these guys on the bottom of the hill just to kind of prepare for whatever happens, I guess. And this machine gun unit, we might as well move them up. Let's put them actually over here on the farm. So they still have some cover. And the Controcarro, this is the anti-tank unit we have. We'll keep them over here as well, sort of behind the tree. All right, boys, wish us luck. Glory to Italia. Let's make it happen. Here we go, facing the Americans. Of course, we're definitely outgunned in this fight. But are we outmatched? We'll have to wait and see. Okay, Fucileri. Let's make this happen. Let's see how we're doing over here. All right, nice. That's going as planned. We're getting into this area. This is kind of like a defensive location. Nicely defended defensive location. In fact, I'm even going to move this machine gun up here. Enemy tanks. That's a light tank for sure. We could move up the Controcarro team, which is over here. But I'm guessing they have to be very close. Remember, guys, the Italian anti-tank, they have anti-tank grenades. They do not have anti-tank rifles. Alright, here we go. Can we hit them with the gun? Let's take a look at the cannone. So the actual update seems to have fixed, or is supposed to have fixed, any of the aiming issues against armor, or using armor. So we're just going to hope that the enemy will actually push that armor forward. We might actually go ahead and just move the gun down onto the road. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. Fast move these boys over here, push that gun out, and I'll keep this guy right here. I'm not even sure he's got anything capable of taking out an enemy tank. Oh, there we go. Let's see. The Italian tank against the enemy tank. Oh, that was actually a very close hit. A lot closer than I anticipated. Come on, man. Do it for Italia. Isn't this the Controcarro team is over here? We're not going to get a better chance than this. Let's go. Nice! We got the hit. Oh my god, guys. These are Italian heroes in the Sommovento. They just took out an American tank there. I think we have to take advantage of the situation. We're going to go ahead and push for the Frotteto area. So let's go for it. Amazing. And the Controcarro team, we can actually just bring them over here to the southern portion. That's amazing. That's not something that usually would happen. I think the enemy just got surprised by our Semovento. And as for the Tiratore, the sniper, we definitely want to put him in one of the frontal buildings like this one right here. Alright, we've got some GIs moving forward. And actually there are some GIs here, but I think it's just the crew from the armor. Don't stop, boys. Keep moving, keep moving. Forza! Here we go. A glorious Italian victory, if we can make this happen, guys. Oh boy. We've spotted the sniper. Serious attack going on right now. Beautiful. They're actually using that tank for cover, but it's not going to save their skins, I don't believe. What about over here? How are things going? It doesn't look like they're going to try to push on our Rough Rider farm area, and I'm glad. It's called the Rough Rider farm for a reason, because it looks like San Jacinto Hill that the Rough Riders had to charge up, and if the enemy charges up that with infantry, they're going to get mowed down. Let's get back. Oh, yeah, we got some infantry. Let's try and get back to the mortar. Not really that familiar with the Italian mortars, so we'll see just how they work. That is a lot of American troops right there. Got a BAR team. Alright, there we go, another light tank. Not what I'd like to see, of course. Should we send the Semovento to hunt him as well? I don't know, I'm going to see if we can actually spot him from here. Because of the topography, we might be able to see the enemy. Not quite, so it seems that that hill right there is a bit higher than the one we're currently on. I'm not going to worry about it for now. I'm just going to leave him there. Let the enemy tank advance if it needs to come to that. Where's that gun? Gun hasn't really advanced at all. Maybe we should try to fast move this thing up here again. Ooh, that's quite a trip it has to take. More Americans moving forward. They're going to need something to stop us, artillery or something. In fact, we have some already, and with that huge pool of Americans, I'm almost thinking that we should just call in a nice artillery strike there on top of them. Let's do it. Move or get destroyed. In fact, where is the sniper? Don't tell me we lost the sniper. No, we're still good. Let's grab the Fucileri team, push them into this building right here. And look at that, more Americans approaching. Guys, this is going to be the greatest ambush we've had as the Italians in the history of this game. Oh, got some enemy rifle grenades, so they're trying to get us out of here with rifle grenades and actually moving their light tank up, the M5. Oh boy, I want to assist our boys. I don't want them to be out here alone. We're going to move forward with the Semovento. Come on, come on. Start moving. Let's go. Forza amici. I don't like that. The enemy's definitely pounded the area pretty heavily. We have lost a few men, but we still have our sniper. We still have most of our Fucileri team. Actually, everybody in the MG team is alive and well. Oh man, oh man, oh man, this is not good. Not good at all. I'm just gonna stay right there. I'm not moving at all. Where is the Controcaro team? Guys, this is our chance for the Controcaro team to get a beautiful victory. Come on, man. See, we have to be right up close and personal to be able to do anything to this guy. Come on. Come on. Still not good enough. We might not even be able to damage him. I think maybe the Italian anti-tank team is not equipped to damage this guy. And this is, of course, the danger, is letting the enemy tank sort of guide the path of this battle. We can't have bad guys. What should we do? We're going to have to bring our tank in. You must save us, amici. Yeah, I think we do have grenades, but grenades not going to do anything to an enemy tank. The weird thing is we can't just go up there. Our armor isn't capable of that kind of a climb. So we're going to have to go all the way around here. And the enemy morale is fine. All things considered, their morale is quite good right now. Alright, guys. This has to work out really well for things to go perfectly. Or for things to work out here, it has to go perfectly. So you know what? I'm actually going to stop. I don't want to risk this guy, so we'll stop right there and actually use the Semovente against the advancing enemy infantry here. So let's open up on the BAR team. If we can damage the enemy here, that's going to work out too. Looks like they're firing at us. I'm not sure if that's a bazooka or if it's just enemy rifle grenades. Could be either. I will make a run for the point again before the end of the battle. Don't worry. I'm not forgetting about that point. Oh, man. Semovento is definitely putting up a nice little fight here. It almost looks like a Stug tank. I don't know if anybody else is getting that same feeling in terms of what it looks like. I'm also going to keep on firing with the mortar. Let's jump back to the mortar. We could just get hotkeys like Mr. Markowitz said, but my whole goal is to just frustrate him to no end. No, I do like to go back so you guys can see specifically where I'm going back to, but I think hotkeys are a good idea for calling in artillery, things like that, and potentially for our more frontline units. Alright, once again, you have to stop too. We're stopping the anti-tank gun right there. He's very susceptible to getting hit by the enemy, but right now we just have to try and make the casualties count out here in the open field. I must say, our Italian troops, they're not the greatest shots in the world. They've got a lot of spirit, but in terms of actual shooting, yeah, not perfect, not perfect. Hoping that the enemy tank doesn't pick us off as we make the run here for that area, but I think it's absolutely essential we do. The battle continues, friends. The American team is pretty stubborn. They want to take this area, and at the very least, they might succeed in destroying our AT gun, maybe even destroying our Semovento, but I really want this guy to be just the hero, the undisputed hero of this battle. And he's already gotten rid of an enemy tank. What more can he do? Let's hope a lot more. Alright, nice. The Fucileri got in fine. Beautiful. And I think I'll put them... I'm actually going to put them in the building, but also against the wall here, because the enemy's starting to flank us there on the left side. I'm seeing that, and that could lead to bad things. Alright, look, the enemy tank is moving. We've got to be very careful, guys. So, there must have been some AI updates with this update as well, because the tanks would never go back like this once they're forward, and it looks like he's realizing that the Simovento is causing problems. He might try to come down and actually fight him. But you know what? I'll keep this guy aimed forward. I'm not going to mess around with him too much. Il Duce is watching. He will not be happy if we get the defeat right now. Get in there, boys. Get in there. Get behind the wall. Fucileri. Push the Americani back. We've got a hell of a defensive location here. The question is, can we hold it? Another thing we want to do, bring in even more machine guns. Yeah, man, the more the merrier.
Siamo sotto il fuoco nemico. Siamo sotto il fuoco nemico.
Fuoco nemico is enemy fire. Push this guy forward. And we'll actually also retake this point. Just by moving through. Here we go. Enemy tank, please, Simovento. Please, he's already been hit. His gun is out. It's all up to the AT gun, and I believe the AT gun is out too. Oh, man. This is a brutally rude awakening. So both of them are out of commission at this point. Now the enemy is really having a blast destroying us. We fight to the last man. We shall fight to the very last. At this point, really the best thing we can do is try to surround the enemy tank and pop a grenade in. Potentially get a hit on it, or at least immobilize it. Don't give up, boys.
È un inferno! Vigliacco! Non ce la faccio! Siamo sul posto assegnato. Carico insufficiente!
Come on, somebody lob a grenade in that damn tank. He's just hunting for more of our men. We're going to move back and see, do we have any sort of anti-tank guns? Nope, just got a command platoon, standard MG. No, we're not doing anything to that tank. So again, we need to try and damage the GIs, the American soldiers here, if we want to come out with a victory on this one. Firing on that rifle team. And, of course, we're not going to get a kill on the tank. There's no way that's going to happen. Like I said, the best thing we can do is keep on firing. The crazy thing is the Simovento has lost its gun. It's broken, but the guys are staying inside hiding. And that might be the safest thing to do right now, unless that light tank decides to take a nice little shot right through the Simovento right now. It would absolutely vaporize him. Where are those mortar shots? Come on now. Need that mortar support. Alright, I'm seeing it. Not the best mortar support. Now, what if we just move our boys over here? You know what? Flank attack. Italia! Forza! Here we go for El Duce, boys. Should be able to get some pretty nice shots on the enemy once we set up here. Looks like the enemy has already spotted us. They're up to... They see what we're up to. They know our game. Oh, damn. They just got a nice shot there on actually one of our machine gunners. I didn't expect that. Alright, returning fire, although it looks like we're the ones under fire in this situation. More like it, boys. Hell of a gunfight going on right here, especially on the right side. But we just want that clock to tick on down. Keep the enemy at bay. We've done our job, essentially. That rifle team. Moving our sniper outside, because I can't actually get a visual on the enemy from here. And even from here is going to be kind of tough. We have to get even closer. Not much for a sniper, but if you see where that line gets darker, we essentially have to get that close to be able to get some decent shots. So you know what? I'm going to actually sneak with the tiratori. Try to reinforce this line, but we don't have too many men to reinforce. We've got this Fucileri unit. Push them over here again. The enemy's pushing everything they've got on that left side, so they know how important it is, just like we do. This is really the last stand. There we go, getting some decent rifle shots at least. And unfortunately, the mortar just hasn't been really very helpful. We'll try to actually go ahead and move the mortar forward. I'm not sure if it's going to get a chance to fire before the end of the actual fight, but there's no use keeping it back here. Push it forward, push these guys forward as well. Let's see, this is where the hotkeys would be a good idea. It might just not be able to move these guys right now. I really just want to focus on the fight at hand, to be honest. What about our tiratori? From there, he should be able to get a pretty good shot. We're going to put an MG unit right there in the actual trees, guys. And unfortunately, the sniper is out. No, there's no way it's going to be safe there in the trees. Let's just keep the MG over here in the building. Even here is pretty unsafe. See if that mortar has started moving up as well. Might be close enough for us to get some pretty decent hits. Let's try it out, folks. Again, the enemy is so bunched up here. Really should be a lot easier than it is, but maybe the Italian mortar is just not as good as the German or American models. What a gunfight, though, man. It's still going on. I can't believe up until this point this gunfight has continued. It looks like most of our kills still came from the carro. There's definitely still a bunch of dead Americans here, but I expected a lot more. We can see a bunch here, back here, a BAR team pretty badly hit, but I want to keep on getting fired. These guys know what they're doing. They're actually behind a little ridge, so really none of our men's shots can reach them, at least not without a great degree of luck. There we go! Nice! Another hit, boys. Got one hiding behind the wall. That wall can't protect you every time, I'll tell you that much. One of our guys decided to lob over a rifle grenade, and it was a dud. It just landed, and it did not explode, guys. And we have some dud grenades. The Germans really decided not to give us the best equipment. Not the smartest idea, Germany. Now, this machine gun is not firing well either. Keeps kind of hitting the side. I don't know if you guys see that. So I'm going to move the machine gun team into that building as well. Another mortar. Okay, so yeah, those mortars that we have are just very small. They're not really going to do anything. It's almost like a firework. I mean, it actually scared the guys to run, and we managed to get a hit because one of them stood up. But you can see there that the damage is minimal. Obviously, if that thing lands next to you, you're going to get killed, or at least you're going to lose a limb or be very badly injured. But nothing compared to the 80 millimeters. Those things are huge. Alright, one of our boys just went down at the wall. It's not a safe space, but, you know, we definitely don't want to necessarily retreat. Because if we can hold this area for another 10 minutes, we've got this battle in the bag. Morale is pretty low on both sides, but both our men are continuing to fight. The enemy's continuing to push here. Looks like they might be going for a flank on the left and maybe even the right here. But our men are also not giving up. We are not surrendering during this battle. Frottetto is ours. We could try to get a little more aggressive, but probably not a recommended thing to do. I will go ahead and fire our tiny mortar here at the enemy rifle team. See if we can't get some lucky hits. We really do have a tiny mortar. That thing has to land perfectly on one of the enemy soldiers to get any sort of damage. And even then, it's probably like a pretty simple wound. Nothing major. Alright, maybe we can take a position with a little bit better cover. We're going to try, guys, because I do want to get a better angle on the enemy units. While we're doing that, we'll move this MG in over here. Alright, let's let him have it. Set it up, boys. This might work out. Got a nice volley going on the enemy. Nice machine gun volley. Nice! Alright, boys. Getting some hits here on the American rifle team. And the mortar landed directly on them and did no damage at all. It may have scared them, maybe lowered their morale slightly, but that's about it. You know, this Semovente deserves a medal either way, because number one, he got that kill, and number two, he's a perfect decoy unit right now. I feel like the enemy tank is not moving forward because he thinks the Semovente might still have crew inside. He hasn't even fired at it, so maybe the tank is out of ammo, or maybe we've somehow damaged... Oh! That explains it. It's broken, guys. I don't know what we did to damage that M4, but that may have actually somehow won us the battle. Just because of that. So I don't know if it was maybe when the M4 was moving through our infantry, if one of our guys threw a grenade. Somehow we destroyed the turret on that thing. In fact, if you guys can, let me know in the comments down below what you think broke that M4. What did we do? And how can we do it again? Because we had nothing, really, to destroy it, and yet we managed to anyway. Perfect. This is a massacre. Looks like the Americans are completely pulling back. They still have some units over here and some infantry behind the wall, but they can't even move from that position to take cover back here. They are completely stuck in. This is the age of New Rome, my friends. Few American machine gun units exchanging shots with our boys, but for the most part, this battle is over. I just don't see what else they can do. The mortar is going to be out of rounds at this point, so we'll actually push the mortarmen over here to, once again, add to the existing defense. Just go ahead and reinforce these areas. Okay, they finally went for the Semovente. I think they killed the crew inside. Actually, 3 wounded. So those guys will survive to tell their grandchildren about the day that they actually managed to destroy an M4 tank with a Semovente. And that's that destroyed tank right there. Pretty much laid out the crux of this entire fight. Yeah, even at this distance, you can see that that red is suggesting we're not going to be getting a very good result. And I don't feel like moving these guys. We could even move them back, but I think at this late in the battle, we'll keep them where they are. Although you can see we lost a lot of boys here at the wall. Quite a lot of men went down. Just firing, providing that, that flanking fire on the enemy infantry. It seems to have worked, though. The enemy is pretty much defeated. Alright, my friends, what we're going to do is what we do in every battle. In this situation, we're going to stop here and skip to the very end, because I think really the rest of this is just going to be pretty much a light gunfight back and forth, but they're not going to take any ground. If they do, we will certainly come back and show that. Alright guys, things did just brighten up here towards the last 2 minutes. Looks like we got another push here by an enemy 50 or 30 cal team. And the enemy tank also moved up. I think their turret gun might be broken, but they might still have a coaxial machine gun, whatever the damn thing's called. Right there, yeah, they definitely still have a machine gun, just not their actual turret gun. Let's see what's going on here. Pretty much we're just fighting the last 2 minutes here to stop any sort of American advance. It looks like they're throwing all of the remainder of their men here to try to make one last push and maybe take Frutetto, or even maybe just run up here on the cliff and grab this area here, the elbow. I hope we can stop them, though. We've made it this far, man. We have made it this far. In fact, there's even a BAR team over here on our left side. Look at these guys coming up the street. They are crazy. They're coming right up the street towards the building. And I think their tank is providing that machine gun covering fire to allow them to make that move. But we are staying put. In fact, I might even go ahead and get into ambush mode now that the enemy is so close, although it's a bit late because they know where we are. We could get into ambush mode with one of these units in the back, like this guy, the Fucileri. I think I'm going to do it just as a precautionary measure. So let's set up there. The Romans would be proud of this victory, boys. Open up. There we go. Return fire. See that machine gun? We gotta see what kind of machine gun the Italians use. It's not the best, but, you know, it gets the job done. It looks like the rifle team is moving back. They've decided it's not worth it. Let's at least protect our lives. Good choice, guys. Good choice. Get out of here. Let's hope there's no more casualties on our side until the end of the battle. I want to make it out here with no casualties whatsoever. Ieri soldati. That's going to be the end of the battle right there, folks. Getting to the debrief. My goodness, we've made it. We have made it to the end of this fight. Let the last few rounds be counted. And there we go, Stalemate. I will take that any day of the week, guys. 9 killed on the enemy side, 19 wounded. On our side, 5 killed, 28 wounded. Did anybody get any medals? That was amazing. You can see actually the shots here that our men made, the Soldato, the Fucileri team managing to get a ton of shots here. I just love to see the Italians in action in a defensive battle. They're very, very fun to use. Not the greatest. Let's see if the Semovento got anything. So you can see there the tank kill. He also managed to kill 2 soldiers, wound a few others, and they've all survived the battle. Nonetheless, guys, I hope you enjoyed another exciting close combat battle. This one with the newest update, so the tank shots were much more realistic than we're used to. Make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, share with your friends, and please subscribe to our channel. Since we play niche games, we don't get as many subscribers as the big YouTube channels, but I'd like to make it up there into the 100,000s. That would make me pretty happy. Thanks again, guys. Catch you on the next one.